In this video, we are going to talk about Warren Buffett, investing for beginners. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. Warren Buffett is known as the Oracle of Omaha, and is widely recognized as one of the greatest investors in history. Buffett is primarily a value investor, but he also provides a wealth of other information at shareholder meetings and in his annual letter to shareholders. As a result, Warren Buffett's investment theory is relatively simple to comprehend. When asked about his best investment advice, Warren Buffett said this on his 87th birthday. Warren Buffett is regarded as one of the greatest long-term investors, so it's no surprise that many people enjoy listening to his words of advice and applying them to their own lives. With that in mind, here are some investment advice from Warren Buffett. Here's a list of the Warren Buffett investing for beginners. Let's start. Number 10. Only listen to those you know and trust. Throughout his shareholder letters and occasional interviews, Warren Buffett emphasizes the importance of only investing in trustworthy, competent management teams. Simply put, Warren Buffett is very careful when it comes to selecting his business partners and managers. Their actions can make or break an investment for many years to come. Warren Buffett is obviously far more connected than any of us, which certainly helps him learn who the best and most trustworthy management teams are in a particular industry. While we lack the resources to really evaluate the character and skill of a public company's CEO for investing purposes, we can certainly control who we listen to when it comes to selecting our investments and managing our portfolios. The financial world is filled with many characters, good and bad. Unfortunately, a number of folks realize they can prey on investors' unrealistic expectations and feelings of fear and greed to make a quick buck. Many finance gurus and talking heads are in the business of getting eyeballs to sell more advertisements, making sensationalist claims to gain new subscribers, or convincing investors to place trades in order to gain a commission. Number 9. Know the difference between price and value. Stock rates are constantly thrown at us. Investors seem to be fixated on ticker quotes scrolling across the screen for whatever reason. Stock values, on the other hand, are more volatile than underlying market fundamentals, in most cases. In other terms, there are times in the market when stock values have no connection with a company's longer-term prospects. During the financial crisis, many bargains were available because investors were quick to sell all businesses, regardless of their company efficiency or long-term earnings potential. During the downturn, many businesses managed to improve their competitive advantages, and they emerged from the recession with even brighter prospects. To put it another way, the stock price of a corporation was temporarily removed from its underlying market value. Stock values fluctuate in response to market sentiment, but this does not imply that a company's potential cash flow has changed. Number 8. Don't be a day trader. The trick to having a better return on investment, according to Buffett, is to buy a stock and forget about it. He is a firm believer in the buy and hold strategy, and he focuses on owning stocks for decades. This is based on two principles. 1. If you purchase a stock for less than its true value, the stock's price will ultimately align with its intrinsic value. And 2. If you buy a great company, its value will multiply and increase exponentially the longer you keep it. As a result, the prudent investor will be compensated in the end if they hang on to their stocks for a longer period of time. Time, in Buffett's opinion, is a wonderful business's best mate. Don't even consider buying a stock for 10 minutes if you're not able to own it for 10 years. He claims that if you buy and sell stocks often, you'll lose a large portion of your profits due to trading fees and taxes. As a result, it is preferable to invest in high-quality stocks and keep them for a long time. Number 7. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Even Warren Buffett, you would be surprised to learn, makes mistakes, major ones. He does, however, make certain that he learns from his mistakes. Buffett recommends keeping a record of your mistakes so you can figure out what went wrong and avoid making the same mistakes again. Buffett goes on to suggest that you should teach these things to your children and grandchildren so that they can avoid making the same mistakes. Number 6. Buying a stock of a company is buying a part of a business. Assume you're purchasing a share of a convenience store around the corner from your home. You'll automatically consider the market, manufacturers, costs, and so on. You'll need to consider both the specific location and the market's competitive position. Similarly, when buying stocks, you must consider all of these factors, just as the company owners do. You're not just buying a piece of paper or a ticker symbol when you buy a stock. Purchasing a company's stock entails acquiring a share of the company's ownership. Number 5. Make sure you choose the right news to focus on. One of Warren Buffett's best investment advice is to not put too much stock, no pun intended, in any news headline you see. The 99-to-1 law is something that Warren Buffett adheres to. The majority of investors make decisions based on 1% of the financial news they get. As a result, if bad news, such as a company's profits falling by 10%, they rapidly sell their stocks. If the organization in question has been in operation for, say, 100 years, Buffett believes it is more than capable of withstanding such events. To put it another way, people have a tendency to overreact. Number 4. Only make investments that you understand. Many people, according to Warren Buffett, think a lot before making an investment, and sometimes too much. Buffett advises against investing in companies that you don't completely understand. He claims that before investing in a company's stock, he must first understand how the company makes money and the major market drivers in less than 10 minutes. If he doesn't grasp it in 10 minutes, he goes on to a different business to test. Most people have no way of knowing what the next teen fashion trend will be or whether a drug will be popular on the market. It's difficult to predict the future with 100% precision even though you have more data than anyone else. Buffett advises against investing in circumstances where an accurate prediction of the future is needed. If it's too complicated for you, look for other companies to invest in. Number 3. Trust yourself to be a successful investor. The most difficult thing, according to Buffett, is to trust your investment decisions. You still believe that others are correct although you are incorrect. Instead, you should research and have faith in yourself. To be good, you must conquer your fears and refuse to listen to what others have to say. Accumulate information and make your own investment decisions to set yourself apart from the pack and emerge victorious. The most difficult thing, according to Warren Buffett, is to trust your investment decisions. You still believe that others are correct although you are incorrect. Instead, you should research and have faith in yourself. I was always aware that I would be contacted. I don't think I ever had any doubts, Warren Buffett. To be good, you must conquer your fears and refuse to listen to what others have to say. To set yourself apart from the pack and be a winner on your own, gain knowledge and make investment decisions. Number 2. Invest in yourself first. Investing in your own skills is the best investment you can make. Something you can do to improve your own abilities or company is likely to be more profitable. According to Warren Buffett, the biggest investment one can make is in one's own skills. The majority of people would not make the majority of their money in the stock market. They'll be successful in their professions. As a result, prioritize yourself. Charlie Munger, Buffett's business partner, had a similar feeling. Munger's success formula is to sell yourself an hour every day and use that hour to improve yourself. Number 1. Diversification isn't always a good idea. Diversification is emphasized by many successful investors. Warren Buffett, on the other hand, is a skeptic of the definition. Diversification, according to Buffett, is for those who don't know anything about investing. An experienced investor should choose stocks for the long term and have confidence in his or her investments. Some investors diversify their portfolios to avoid a single stock sinking their entire portfolio. However, doing so makes it much more difficult to keep track of current events affecting each business. As a result, diversifying their portfolio can reduce portfolio volatility while also reducing their emphasis on individual investments. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.